Hey, what's up guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going to take a look at a strange object that appeared in the night sky out over the Pacific Ocean here at Zoom Earth on October 5th, 2020, around 4:10 a.m. What you're looking at there was in one image of a loop between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. and that does appear to be above the clouds, as you'll see here in a video in just a moment. Also in this video, we're going to take a look at these strange light signatures showing up on the GOES 16 satellite instrument there and there. Also over at the GOES 17, you see what looks like a big lightning bolt coming up across the South Pacific Ocean, clear up into the Arctic actually. We're going to take a look at what that more than likely is here in just a moment. Also, while we're at the website, we're going to take a look at the Schumann resonance. Very quiet. In fact, it's been very quiet for the last several days. Not much activity in the Schumann. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano, these are the seismograph readings from October 5th, and we can see what looks like an earthquake signature at Mary Lake, and then the normal activity. I always call this the new norm because it's there every day. We got activity at Grayling Creek. Today, however, there's a respectable earthquake signature that showed up at Mary Lake right here. That's what the red vertical lines indicate. That was an earthquake viewed by a seismologist, and it appears to be the only place at the caldera with that type of signature. So that kind of rules out a large quake maybe in the area or somewhere else around the world. There was a 5.1 earlier this morning down in Vanuatu, but it would show up on most of these seismographs if it were a large quake somewhere else around the world, and that's not the case. 5.1 probably wouldn't even show up here, especially 75 miles deep. So I don't know if we had something locally occur there at Mary Lake at the supervolcano caldera, but once again there is a little bit of movement circling around the supervolcano, which I expect. After all, it is a supervolcano. Hopping over to the GOES 16 and GOES 17, I want to show you guys something real quick in case you happen to see it. This occurs every year after the equinox. When the sun goes back down below the horizon, this is a side effect of the new position and the view of Earth from the satellite. We get this strange beam of light that comes up from the South Pacific and appears to span all across the Earth. That occurs, and you'll see this angle change as we move through the fall and winter months in North America. This angle too will change. As the sun angle changes, everything is about the sun angle, including this. I did a little screen grab of October 2nd. There went a meteorite right there, and October the 4th, and you can kind of see a difference in the angle of that, what looks like a giant lightning bolt spanning across the entire Pacific Ocean. And that's just a glitch caused by the change in the sun angle. Notice how the angle of that changed as well. It's not quite as vertical as it was. It goes a little more to the east. Check it out. Did you notice that? See how it there goes into Northern California? Watch the first one. Watch where it goes. Goes up into Washington. So the sun angle changed just in 48 hours, and it showed up at this satellite on this beam that's actually not there. That's just in the satellite itself. The sun's down here and the view is changing from the satellite up here, so it's causing that anomaly that's not really on the Earth. You can see the beam going up into Washington. That's on October 2nd, and we'll step it through 48 hours. Watch where the beam goes. Goes into Northern California. See that? And then tomorrow night, it'll be down in here a little lower until eventually you won't see it anymore. But I've seen that on there for many years. It occurs every year during the equinox, and it's showing up on both satellite instruments like it always does, the GOES 16 and the GOES 17 right there. I want to hop over to Zoom Earth, where I noticed something during the overnight hours of October 5th. This occurred in a image at 4:10 a.m. out over the Pacific Ocean, and that's not a hole in the clouds. These clouds are very thick, or they were very thick, and they're probably still there. This was a few hours ago, but if we step it forward to 4:20, you'll see that disappear. And those clouds, as you can tell yourself, are very thick. There's no holes in those clouds, and that spans for a few hundred miles. Now, moving to the left, yeah, you can see breaches, and then you go right into the coastline there. Right here, it's very, very thick. We'll step it back to 410. There's the object that appears in one frame. We go to 4 o'clock. It's not there. It just happened to appear at 410. So I don't know if there was a rocket launch. Something appears to be, as you'll see in a little video I put together of that still image, this thing appears to be moving through the sky, creating friction on the left-hand side, which appears to be the side that's making contact with the atmosphere, as you're going to see here in this little segment. I made some adjustments. I didn't alter the image in any way. I just adjusted the lighting and color to pull forward anything that we may not be able to see here. And there was stuff there. There's activity around that object, whatever it was, at 4:10 in the morning, high above the Pacific Ocean. And that had to have been above the clouds. They wouldn't even be visible. See how thick those clouds are? That's not a hole in the clouds. That wouldn't appear that quickly and go away that quickly. Something was picked up by this satellite moving across the Pacific Ocean, high in the sky, like I said, well above the clouds. Okay, here I make some enhancements. Watch the left-hand side. You're going to see an even flow, an even distribution of what appears to be like an orange, reddish glowing light coming off of the left-hand side of this thing, like it's moving from right to left. There appears to be what looks like some sort of a V shape off of the back. I don't know how to interpret that. That's just what it looks like. This almost looks like a football moving through the sky. And here in just a minute, one of these photos, actually two, you're going to see what looks like a rocket moving through the sky. See that flow of what looks like orange vapor or something coming off of the front? Here it is. Showed up really good in this photo here. And again, I didn't alter it. I just made some adjustments to pull forward any potential activity that may be around this thing, and that's what came forward. If that were just a random hole in the clouds, you wouldn't see that. You wouldn't see that at all. You can see back here, it looks like a V. Kind of neat. I don't know. I've seen things on Zoom Earth before in the sky, but they were meteorites. Just happened to show up, and they'll leave a long streak, and that's what you'll see not only here, but over at the GO 16. Every once in a while, you'll see a meteorite or two streak through the image. This here is just a glitch from the change in sun angle, but this here is not a glitch. That was definitely, in my humble opinion, something moving through the sky. Like I said, there could have been a rocket launch that I was unaware of off the coast of California, and that's what showed up in the satellite loop at 4:10 a.m. It definitely looks like something moving through the atmosphere. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. All of the photos end up here at the Sky Phenomenon Photo Gallery at the website, and sometimes I'll use them in a video. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.